Coach Cade back at you right here at the neighborhood. That's Applebee's at 3501 North Main Street right here in Altus. And it is a cold, cold, cold day. Absolutely chilly right here in Southwest Oklahoma and northern Texas. But it's been chilly for the last 4.5, probably 5 days, ever since Thanksgiving. And it's going to let up a little bit. Probably for the rest of the week, it's going to be the 50s, 60s. But it was an even chillier night in Stillwater last night, and it's a heartbreaker in Bedlam. I mean, it was a heartbreaker on the OSU side, but on the OU side, it opens up doors for possibilities and national contention. The Sooners, in my opinion, first of all, congratulations to Bobby Stoops and the troops for playing probably the most flawless football game that I've seen any troops that was coached by Bobby Stoops throughout all his 17-year tenure. And now they made some mistakes, but they also corrected those mistakes, made the plays they needed to do, made the stops they needed to do. But the one little thing that I have to critique, play clean football. Watch out for penalties. Yes, they did not call the face mask penalty against Fisher, but I guarantee you, play clean football. And the rest is history. The Oklahoma Sooners, they are the 2015 Big 12 champions, and Oklahoma State will have to settle for second best, number 2 in the Big 12, but it may be number 3 or number 4. It just depends on how the standings play out over the next few days. And also, the Sooners have also got the nod for the number 3 spot and the playoff selection. The final selection, where it is official, will probably take place tomorrow night, Tuesday. I'll have to check my information to make sure that's accurate, but I will tag that information and more on the Coach K page on Facebook. And Oklahoma State, considering what they were up against, they were up against a Sooners team who has not won a Bedlam series since 2010. So there's a lot of hostilities, a lot of moxie, a lot of, what would you say, we want to win this game that was involved with the Sooners. And we just didn't have an answer last night. Oklahoma State did not have an answer for any of the touchdowns that Baker Mayfield and the rest of the troops made against us. And right here in just a little bit, I'll go a little bit more into the Bedlam series of 2015. And I'll also give you a recap of that game, and I'll also give you a recap of some other games that are pretty important for the playoffs. Hey, this is Coach K back at you, letting you know that Wing Night is Tuesdays and Thursdays, 50 cents, traditional bone in, bone out, multiple flavors, multiple appetites, multiple greatness, but the price is what it makes it even more better. 50 cents a wing. 50 cents wings, Tuesdays and Thursdays right here at the Applebee's, 3501 North Main Street right here in Altus, Oklahoma. Check it out online, Applebees.com. Find an Applebee's near you for Wing Night, Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, on to a couple of games that I watched on purpose to see how teams played. I watched Alabama and Auburn, and I paid attention to that game. Auburn has a couple of kinks in their armor. In the Iron Bowl, yes. I used the pun. Yes, I used it very correctly there. Auburn had a little bit of the jitters near the end of the game, but they made some fantastic plays. That juggling catch play by number 5, I'll never forget that. I think that's going to be on the highlight reels for months or even maybe years to come. But Auburn had a young quarterback, and I think the nerves got to him there right at the end, and the nerves got to the receivers, and so on and so forth. So Alabama came out with the W, and Auburn fell to them in this year's Iron Bowl. So that sets up Alabama to play Florida for the SEC championship, and Florida didn't have it easy, I'm telling you. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, because Florida has been known to pull out some W's in some very impossible situations. Now, Clemson and South Carolina, that was very surprising as well. Clemson got very close to winning. It was only a 37-32 win, and let me just say that the world and the nation was paying attention to that game because Clemson's on top, and you got to be the best and beat the best to be the best. So right now, just to say that Clemson is still probably at number 1, and Alabama's 2, OU is 3, and Iowa is 4. So the playoff picture is as follows. Number 1 will play number 4, number 2 and 3 will battle it out. And then at the end, you'll probably have number 1 and number 3. That's what I'm voting for, the Sooners and Clemson Tigers rematch, because Mr. Brett Venables is their defensive coordinator who used to work for the OU Sooners. Let the games begin. Well, recap in Bedlam 2015, the OU Sooners 58, Oklahoma State Cowboys 23. Yeah, it was a heartbreaker for the Cowboy fans, but for the Sooner Nation, rise up and be proud of your Sooners. They are on their way to their 8th national championship. If they get past Alabama, they are on their way. So, this is Coach Cade bringing you the skinny this week. Thank you again for a fantastic 2015 season. And next week, we're going to take a look at some games going across the nation, the championship games. Those are very important for the playoff standings as well. I'm going to pay close attention to the Michigan State-Iowa game. I think Michigan State will pull out the W and get right back in to the playoff situation. So, till next week, God bless you and peace, and play 4 full quarters of football with success and tenacity. Normally, you pull out the W.